Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a presentation on using colors in HTML. So the group members are Tezindoji and myself, Pema Chodin. So HTML colors are specified with RGB, hex and HSL. In HTML, a color can be specified using a hexadecimal value in the form of RR, GG, and BB, where RR is for red and GG is for green and BB is for blue, are hexadecimal values between 00 and FF, and it is same as decimal 0 to 255. For example, hash FF00 is displayed as red because it's set to its highest value FF, and the other two, green and blue, are set to 0. Another example, hash 00FF00 is displayed as green because green is set to its highest value FF, and the other two, red and blue, are set to 00. To display black, set all color parameters to 0, 0, 0 like this, and to display white, set all color parameters to FF like this. Here I'm going to talk about the example of hex value. This is the input. Under input, that yellow highlighted one is the code to print the red background. And next, I'm going to show the output. And this is the output of the color coding. An RGB color represents red, green and blue light source. In HTML, a color can be specified as an RGB value using this formula RGB. Each parameter defines the intensity of color with a value between 0 and 255. This means that there are 256 in each parameter, which is equal to 177,216 possible colors. For example, RGB 25500 is displayed as red because red is set to its highest value and the other two, green and blue, are set to 0. And another example, RGB is set to 0, 255 and 0, and is displayed as green because green is set to its highest value and the other two, red and blue, are set to 0 and 0. To display black, set all color parameter to 0, and to display white, set all color parameter to 255. Here I'm going to talk about the example of RGB. This is the input, and under input, that yellow highlighted one is the code to print the yellow background. And next we have the output.
HSL value. In HTML, a color can be specified using hue, saturation, and lightness, where H stands for hue, S stands for saturation, and L stands for lightness. First, I'm going to talk about hue. Hue is a degree on the color wheel from 0 to 360, where 0 is red, 120 is green, 240 is blue. Second, I'm going to talk about saturation. Saturation can be described as the intensity of a color. Saturation is also a percentage value, where 0% is the shade of gray and 100% is full color. Third, I'm going to talk about lightness. The lightness of a color can be described as how much light you want to give the color. Lightness is also a percentage value, where 0% is black and 100% is white. Example of hue. On the left side I have input, and this is a snapshot of input that is already coded, and on the right side I have output, and this is a snapshot of output. And on the first coded one we have a red background where it says that HSL bracket 0, where it is a hue, it shows that it is a hue, and on the 100% it indicates that it is a saturation, and on the 50% it indicates that it is lightness. But right now we are more focused on hue, so on hue we have a value 0, which means it is red. And same goes to the second coded one where it is 240, which means it is color blue. Example of saturation. On the left side I have input, and this is the snapshot of input that is already coded, and on the right side I have output, and this is the snapshot of output. And on the first code we can see that it is all red background, so it says that HSL bracket 0, which shows the hue, and 100%, which shows saturation, and 50%, which shows lightness. But we are more focused on saturation, so here 100% means full color. So here the red is all full color. As you can see the difference, on the last we can see 0%, so that means it is gray. Example of lightness. On the left side I have input, and this is the snapshot of input that has been already coded, and on the right side I have output, and this is the snapshot of output. And on the first coding where we can see that it is all black, which means that the lightness percentage is 0. 0 means black. And to see the difference we can go to the last coding where the lightness percentage is 100%, which means it is white. Thank you.